Hello everyone, welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things we've never watched or listened to before, and we're taking a look at Tom Grennan's Shadowboxing today. Now, I do believe we have covered a Tom Grennan song before, not that I can remember what it was called. Let me double check. I do so many of these things that it's... Higher, that's the one. It was a really good song as well. I really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping this one's good. Now, Tom Grennan has got... He's kind of one of this bunch of sort of really gritty, similar sounding male artists that all came through within the space of like 5 years. But Tom Grennan seems to be making a bit of a name for himself over and above those because he's releasing these big uplifting chorus kind of songs. Higher was such a good song, and but also he seems to be throwing himself about there in other things as well. Like he takes part in a lot of the charity football stuff in the UK. I've seen him pop up on a few YouTubers collaboration videos and things like that. So he's obviously not afraid of the modern way of getting yourself talked about, which is through social media, through content creators, etc, etc. But again, it's another sub 3-minute song, so we're going to take a look at what this one sounds like. Shadowboxing, what do I think it sounds like? I think it's going to probably sound like it's probably going to sound like some of the other Tom Grennan songs we've heard. So let's just take a little look and see. And it's a lyric video, so I don't have to worry about the lyrics being wrong. Score. Interesting.
I'm paranoid, I'm paralyzed, I'm half alive behind the eye. I'm tipsy tipping on razor edge, don't let the lines inside my head. My mother told me let it go, you've done enough, just let it go. But every night
what's this melody remind me of?
Just one more time. Painted nails and late night sales. Girls and boys.
Oh, very disco-y bass actually.
Baby, touch me, let's get ugly. I don't think I'm ready to fall. Every day I'm working on me. Constantly I'm holding.
Told you, big uplifting chorus. I thought that was going to be the end of the chorus. It looks like we're getting another half of it. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I expected in some ways. It's got some interesting stuff going on, though. It's talking about, obviously, fighting with yourself, being your own worst enemy, things like that. Working on yourself, but having to beat your own self-doubt, I suppose. But that verse, the melody in the verse really reminded me of another song, but I think it's Filthy by, is it WSTR? I'm going to see if the next verse does the same thing, and if it does, I'll quickly cut to a clip of the other song and show you what I mean. And again, sorry if that offends people, but I like to compare songs, so you can just, skip the little bit when I do that if I in fact do include that in this video, which I think I probably will. Is it going to do it? No, it doesn't sound the same. Different melody, this verse. It's very catchy, isn't it? It makes you want to move. Oh, that was a nice note. Nice. And before I cut to the main screen, I'm just going to go back and see if what I thought sounded like the melody from the other song sounded like the melody from the other song. Here we go. Let's have a listen.
I'm paralyzed, I'm half alive behind the eye. I'm tipsy tipping on razor edge, don't let the lines inside my head. My mother told me let it go, you've done enough, just let it go. But every night I fantasize of kissing it just one more time. So
that's what that song sounds like. So let's skip over to listen to the verse in this. I think it sounds relatively similar. See what I mean? I think it's similar enough that if you like one melody, you'll probably like the other melody. But yes, let's go back to Come Only. I quite like that. I think Higher was a nicer song, but I think that was pretty close behind it. Yeah, I think, like I say, I like Tom Grennan out of this batch of male singers that have a... I don't want to do them a disservice by saying they're all the same, because they're not. They've all got their own little things going on for them. But I think you could class them as very similar styles of singers. But I think Tom Grennan comes out of it looking the best a lot of the time, and I think this song is another one that it's very catchy. It's very pop heavy. He's a pop singer. It's going to be pop heavy, but it's very pop heavy. You could hear it being everywhere. I think it would fit in on Radio 1 and 2. You could also have it on a party. I think you could probably also make a case for it in like a nightclub, because those sort of dancey, disco-y retro songs are all the rage these days, aren't they? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good song. So thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.